So let's start with summary of Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. Introduction. Do you have a dream to become a millionaire? Have you ever wondered what it takes for rich people to end up rich? Are you currently struggling in your finances? If your answer to these questions is yes, then this book is definitely for you. The first part of the book will introduce you to things that influence your thinking about money. The book will reveal how other people's money view affects your own. It will help you discover what type of events in your life have made you think about money this way. These are only the starting steps to your financial success. You can't grow an apple tree without planting a seed, yes? So you start here, and the book takes you to the second part where you will learn the secrets of every millionaire. Here you will learn the main difference between rich and poor people. You will figure out how different people manage their finances, discover how to do it well on your own. This book will teach you how to want more in life and think big, so you could become successful. You will also learn how to see your end goal and not only the problems along the way. You will know what type of attitude you need to become rich. Are you ready to take your first step towards becoming a millionaire? Your journey begins here. Influence number 1. Verbal programming. For this chapter and the next, we will discuss the views of other people, which influences how you feel towards money. Some of them are memories from your childhood or tragic experiences. As an adult, you have the power to change these ideas and have a more positive and healthier approach to money. It's the first step towards financial success. There is a man named Stephen who earns $800,000 every year. Imagine owning such an amount of money. Not bad at all, right? However, Stephen is still not able to live comfortably, even though his earnings have been stable for 9 years. Why? Stephen doesn't know how to take care of his money properly. He ends up spending it on non-successful business deals or sharing it with unreliable people. Why is that so? The answer is simple. It leads to Stephen's childhood years. When he was little, he got convinced by his mother that people who earn a lot of money are evil beings who gather income by cheating the poor. Even though Stephen refuses to believe such a thought, his subconscious tells him that his mother is right, and he needs to lead a life where he only has money for basic needs and nothing else. Otherwise, he will become a bad person. Stephen really loves his mother, and he doesn't want her to be ashamed of him. What do you think he does? Of course, he gets rid of his extra earnings so that he is left with a minimum amount so that he will be considered as a good man. However, when Stephen goes to the Millionaire Mind seminar, he learns that such thoughts are inappropriate since they were wrongly rooted in his mother's mind. It doesn't necessarily have to be his belief also. Stephen gets help during the seminar. After that, he fulfills an idea to send his mother to Hawaii from the money he has earned so that she could be pleased and be away for 6 months. Now, Stephen's mother realized what good things could be bought by money. And she finally becomes proud of her son for being a kind person. Stephen got rid of his negative beliefs and went on to become a successful businessman. Influence number 2. Specific incidents. Specific incidents are locked in our minds for a long time once they have happened. The worldview that you have may be influenced by these incidents. Mostly, the beliefs are shaped in a non-realistic way, and they can be bad for you as you grow older. For example, it's your first day at preschool and you try to make friends, but you get laughed at because you're too shy to talk. You will later on find making friends difficult and associate it with feelings such as shame due to that one incident you experienced in your early years. Some other examples can show you the same principle. Let's read Josie's story to understand this type of influence better. Josie is a nurse that helps doctors in operations, and she earns a lot of money. Sadly, this income somehow runs away from her every time she gets it. Thanks to the Millionaire Mind seminar, she understood why this happens. Josie remembers a trip to a restaurant with her whole family. It is the one where her parents are fighting at the table because of money again. The next thing she remembers is her father's face changing colors and him being unable to speak. Just a moment after, her dad had collapsed and fallen on the ground. Josie wanted to save her father, but she was just a child. Sadly, the old man died from a heart attack. It broke Josie's heart. This is when she starts thinking that money causes pain. When she grew up, Josie had the habit of wasting money so that none is left and no pain appears. By becoming a nurse, Josie reflects the intention of saving her dad. She continues to live in the past. Gladly, a happy ending occurs. The Millionaire Mind course helped Josie to clear her thoughts and start thinking about money in a healthy way. Instead of being a nurse her entire life, Josie decides to be a financial planner. She helped people to free themselves from the beliefs that were created by incidents from the past. Secret number 1. Rich people believe, I create my life. Poor people believe, life happens to me. Have you reflected on your thoughts about money? Do you remember any childhood memory or incident that might have influenced your beliefs? What do your parents think about being wealthy? In the next chapters, we will discuss how you can finally break free from these self-limiting beliefs. You will learn the secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Let's start with the first one. Rich people take everything into their own hands, while poor people believe that destiny will do it for them. You can't wait for the money to fall from the sky because it won't happen. The only way to be truly rich is to do something that makes money and then get it. Remember, those who do nothing get nothing. If you can't control your money and let something else take over the control, you will never become as rich. You need to believe that you make your own destiny. Imagine millions of people waiting for years for a miracle to happen, while others create their own businesses or find other income sources. Hardworking people become rich, while the superstitious ones keep on waiting. Below you can find some relevant examples that are related to the first secret of the Millionaire Mind, which is to take responsibility for your life. Do you like to read horoscopes? Some do it for fun, while others put all of their trust in it. Some people just smile after reading their daily horoscope and continue with their goals. Meanwhile, others get deeply concerned if the text says, no luck today, no luck all year, short finances, or wait for bad news. They decide to do nothing because what else can they do if the horoscope says that everything is going to be bad? The people who just read horoscopes for fun have the potential to become rich with their own efforts. Meanwhile, those who choose to do nothing because of negative horoscope stay poor because they leave their lives in the hands of destiny. Here you go with another example. Some people are obsessed with lotteries and others rarely buy a lottery ticket. Some people can spend even more than half of their earnings while believing that they will find some type of hidden treasure after scratching the paper of the lottery ticket. Meanwhile, other people buy lottery tickets just to have fun and maybe winning a few dollars or so. Which ones do you think have a bigger chance of becoming rich? Of course, it's the people who don't spend a big piece of their income on lottery tickets. They invest their money on useful things, such as business, rather than hoping that one day I will win $1 million and all of my dreams will come true. Secret number 2. Rich people think big, poor people think small. The bigger the need, the greater the deed. This is how you can explain the second secret. If you want to earn big, you have to dream big and also do big. Notice that the money you get is not only paid for the quality of your product or service, but also for the number or amount you can provide. People who are truly rich include more clients, partners, and companies into their businesses because this is a way to increase income highly. People who don't earn much rather stay in the circle of a few or maybe several other humans that they are comfortable with. Does this bring any less stress? Maybe. But does it bring higher success level? No. In thinking big, success equals money, and money comes when there is more to provide. Imagine owning one hotel and a hotel network. Which business will bring you profit? It's probably both. But which business will bring you more profit? It's the hotel network, definitely. Also, let's talk a little bit about the business sphere. For example, sports coaching. Some coaches like working with only a couple of clients per day. Some like training 10 people per day, and others love leading group workouts. Which coaches are the closest to becoming rich? Of course, those who train the biggest number of clients. The same goes for writing. If you produce more quality work on time than others, you will definitely get higher pay. Even the berry picking business gives more profit to those who are able to produce more berries. Some people just don't believe that they can reach a higher level of income. They choose to stay with what they already have. They don't try to earn more, and because of that, they remain poor. Secret number 3. Rich people focus on opportunities. Poor people focus on obstacles. People who have a high income are likely to accept risks that might end up as a great choice. People who have a low income are likely to deny the same risk because they think that something bad will happen. Rich people always have their end goal hanging in their minds. They don't get afraid of barriers they will meet while going towards their destination. Meanwhile, poor people often think about the mistakes that can happen or the troubles that might occur along the way. Isn't this showing a lack of confidence? Yes. Poor people are less confident about themselves, while rich people are more secure as they imagine their end goal. People who take measured risks tend to grab the greatest deals and earn more. On the other hand, those who are always in fear of failure don't allow themselves to take any risks, which often leads to losing a great opportunity. Here are some examples. Imagine that you are a basketball player. You are standing in a position where you could earn your team 3 points. The ball is in your hands. All you have to do is look at your target and throw. Sweat is dripping from your face. Your heart is pounding. You're staring at the net and wondering if your throw will get blocked or not. You are wondering what would happen if you miss. All the time you are hesitating is a big bonus for the opposite team. While you're stressfully thinking about what to do, your opponent takes the ball right in front of your face, quickly flies across the court, and scores 2 points for his team. You were focusing on what can go wrong. Your opponent was focusing on winning. The ones who think on what they want to happen rather than what they do not want to happen have an especially higher chance of making a score. Secret number 4. Rich people associate with positive, successful people. Poor people associate with negative or unsuccessful people. Rich people are successful people who follow examples of successful individuals. Poor people are unsuccessful human beings who respond negatively to others' success. Rich people have role models that they follow. They learn from such people and follow their steps so they could succeed also. The outstanding achievements of their idols inspire them. Meanwhile, poor people try to humiliate those who have found success. When they see a successful businessman, they definitely find something to comment about. Such people envy that others have more than they do. If you want to become rich, you have to learn from good examples in life, look at everything positively, and avoid underestimating others. You need to learn how to get rid of the negative people in your life. Mary is a housewife who wants to set up her own hair salon. She's very passionate about her goal, and she likes reading success stories of other people. However, Mary sometimes gets dragged down by her husband and starts doubting herself. Mary's husband is Tom. He is an unemployed middle-aged man who likes lying on the couch all day, watching TV and playing video games. He envies Mary's passion for her goal. He tries to weaken Mary's self-confidence by claiming that her dream of owning a hair salon is a ridiculous idea. Tom is a loser. He tries to make his wife a loser just like him. But Mary is smart. She explains to Tom step by step how she will achieve her goal and even suggests for Tom to be her business partner. However, Tom just laughs at this idea and tells Mary, "Don't be stupid. Find some job where you will always be home in the evenings. Otherwise, who is going to cook dinner for me?" Mary replies, "I'm not your mother. You can cook for yourself." After that, Tom urges her to pick between her dream and their marriage. He shouts at Mary, walks out of the room, and slams the door. What do you think Mary should do if she wants to succeed as a person and as a businesswoman? I hope that you are thinking the same as I am. Leaving a negative person like Tom would allow Mary to create her own path without hearing offensive thoughts every day. So Mary makes a tough decision and chooses to leave Tom. He was very shocked. He yells, "You will regret this choice." But Mary doesn't listen. She packs her things and starts a life of her own. 2 years later, Mary is working on her hair salon that has brought great profits throughout the past year. She decided to get rid of negative people and surrounded herself only with positivity. Tom is now with a different woman. He's still lying on the couch and playing video games. He's still always in a bad mood. His new girlfriend is being offended and criticized by Tom, just like Mary was. Secret number 5. Rich people are bigger than their problems. Poor people are smaller than their problems. Rich people see their issues as smaller than themselves. Poor people see their issues as bigger than themselves. Rich people concentrate on their end goal, while poor people try to run away from their problems as fast as they can. If you want to become successful, you have to meet your problem. You have to be bigger than it. You need to make sure that you don't shatter into pieces when you see the first obstacle along your road. The more you grow, the smaller your problems become. When you're finally successful and you look at your past, you don't see your problems as something bad. You consider them as simple challenges. If you run from the problems that are currently surrounding you, you will never be rich. Here is an example. Matt is a 27-year-old guy who dreams of owning a car accessory shop. Sadly, Matt doesn't have enough money, so he can't start yet. He needs to take a loan from the bank. However, Matt is very desperate. He already has college loan debt. He is scared and he doesn't know what to do. Instead of getting a well-paid job and covering the debt within a couple of years, Matt lets fear overtake his mind. He doesn't know where to get a good earning job. He doesn't even try. Matt thinks that luck will bypass him no matter what he does. He struggles very hard and falls into a deep depression. He starts drinking and wasting all of his savings on alcohol. When the money is gone, Matt borrows more from his siblings and friends. Now he is in even more debt and he feels miserable. If you don't want to end up as Matt, you need to try very hard to overcome your problems. Put your fear away. Focus on the end goal. Grow bigger than the issues you are facing. Think like a rich person. Secret number 6. Rich people manage their money well. Poor people mismanage their money. Rich people know how to gather savings and become financially successful. Meanwhile, poor people end up wasting their money on unnecessary things and are left with 0 or even a minus in their accounts. You will become financially free only if you learn how to manage your income. You have to make money management your new habit. If you don't, you will see yourself financially crushed in the near future. There is a woman named Emma. She almost goes bankrupt because she has taken too many loans and she doesn't have enough money to cover them. Emma joins the Millionaire Mind seminar to find out what she could do. The author Harvecker advised Emma to split her money and place it in different bank accounts. She starts from $1 because she doesn't have much. At first, it seems ridiculous. But then the amount of money she saves doubles each month. After 1 year, Emma splits over $2,000 into her bank accounts. Later on, Emma already knows how to manage her money well. She can save an extra $10,000. She is no longer in debt. The moral of the story is that you have to act now, no matter how much you have. To become rich, you need to learn how to manage even the smallest amounts of money. How will you manage millions if you can't even manage your income right now? Start the change today, and you will soon reach financial success. Conclusion. In this book, you learned what influences the money view you have right now. You also learned that it could be changed. Do not let other people or one-time events set your mind on money in a negative way. By reading The Secrets of Every Successful Millionaire, you have learned to dream big and do big. Focus on the end goal rather than on the obstacles that can occur along the way to your destination. You also learned how to manage your finances, pay back your loans, and avoid bankruptcy. You can make big money out of small money. Be inspired by rich and successful people. Do not let yourself be pulled down by anyone in your life. Most importantly, you have discovered the differences between rich and poor people. You have learned that success depends on you. You are your own destiny. Don't let other humans or circumstances create the future for you. Set your mind to always believe in your goal, and you will become financially free. So I hope you like the summary as well as our efforts behind it. If you think we were able to create valuable content for you, you can show your love by giving a review